scripture breakthroughs. It was me that made you see I'm the question that comes after each verse in the patience. I'm the answer. If you don't have me, you can't give me away. I am Deborah's palm tree. In the desert they came to set any of me. I'm the still small voice. The seed knows what to do because of me. I'm the reason God is not mentioned in the book of Esther. My location is what you can't see. I'm hidden to the carnal light, but a son of God can see me as far as the east is from the west.
We won all 4 of them, but we don't know if we're still in first or not.
I'm your smile when patient comes through. I'm your life at midnight during scripture breakthroughs. It was me that made you see I'm the question that comes after each verse and through patience. I'm the answer. If you don't have me, you can't give me away. Can't give me away. You are not alone. We were all at this point in our life. Don't be afraid. Let go of the world and just He will do the rest. He will grab your hand. If you cannot walk, He will carry you. Just make the first move. The work has already been done. The war is over. Just believe and read. We know how you feel, alone inside. Thoughts of many voices and direction. The confusion is overbearing. I believe religion, they are all the same. If I choose one, which one should it be, my friend? I'm giving you the answer, just read. He will do the rest. He will grab your hand. If you cannot walk, He will carry you. Just make the first move. The work has already been done. The war is over. Just believe and read. You have been free for over 2,000 years. It was all a lie. You were never alone. I was sent to tell you this truth. He has been here this whole time. It's not your fault. You can't see or hear Him, 'cause you are blind and deaf. But your eyes and ears will open. I've spoken the word, but you first have to reach
I know.
Well, Lord, just thought I'd swing by and say hello. What's on my mind? Well, I just got through studying some of your concealed glory, plowing with your effort. I hope you don't mind. Anyhow, aren't you gonna ask what I found? Oh, you're waiting, huh? Let me get to it then. I just found out Moses didn't do a miracle. It was a rock, yes, it was all physical. But the meaning was spiritual.
I know.
It doesn't stop there, you put them there.
I can't even be live long, Troy. I said, bro, like, just, I wake up to 10 orders, and I ain't started on them yet, because I've been doing other stuff. Everybody act like it's the end of the world, boy.
Search for God's concealed word. If this world needs a map to find treasure, so does heaven. So don't forget your shovel. We are digging for number 7. Oh, he's there, but to be fair, he could be anywhere. When you find him, you will know it's him, because like treasure, he's so
Yeah, it is.
I'm still on the rod, Lord. There is so many, but trust me, I didn't leave any. They helped Moses hold up the rod during battle for the victory. It was the rod that made Jacob's cattle strong. Can't you see? Comfort came to David through the rod. These are only dug up by honorable kings. Search for God's concealed word. If this world needs a map to find treasure, so does heaven. So don't forget your shovel. We are digging for number 7. Oh, he's there, but to be fair, he could be anywhere. When you find him, you will know it's him, because like treasure, he's so rare. The rod represents authority. Jesus said all authority was given to him, and we need him. For us today, he's the iron rod the Bible mentions. Yeah, Lord, I know I'm just yapping, but I learned in order to unearth these truths, you have to become descaled like our brother Paul. These are only dug up by eyes of majesty. Eyes of honorable kings. Search for God's concealed word. If this world needs a map to find treasure, so does heaven. So don't forget your shovel. We are digging for number 7. Oh, he's there, but to be fair, he could be anywhere. When you find him, you will know it's him, because like treasure, he's so rare. All right now, Lord, I'll stop yapping. Just got excited and had to share. I'll be back when I find that next jewel. Oh wait, I almost forgot my shovel. Elijah's challenge to the prophets of Baal. It's one man of God to 40, 50, who are just men, he must not fail. For the sake of the people, he must prevail. Hear me, Lord, the altar has been built in one accord, which
Morning, family. Morning, guys.
Bill's prophet's altar was so nice, it was so precise. In their flesh they yelled for the fire till noon. But this offering of the flesh will be over soon. Here comes his fire. It's God's turn to send his choir. The first offering was of the flesh that of Hagar, not the promise by far. Yes, it was the promise, a shadow of Christ, whose offering was pleasing to the Lord. This is how I was restored, how I was made new. Now I bring down fire, not to destroy, but to bring joy. Prepare yourself, here it comes, as God's thunder sounds like drums. Then the fire of the Lord fell. It was a mighty yell. This offering was received, causing all to believe. We are no longer just men. Our hearts turn back to you again. The first offering was of the flesh that of Hagar, not the promise by God. Yes, it was the promise, the shadow of Christ, whose offering was pleasing to the Lord. This is how I was restored, how I was made new. Now I bring down fire, not to destroy, but to bring joy. Prepare yourself, here it comes, as God's thunder sounds like drums. No longer just
Yeah, after this song, we'll get to it.
when my eyes open, I knew exactly what I was and were. I came from, I was ruddy like the soil around it. I was made in the image and likeness of God. I had the Spirit of God living in my soul. In this body I am in. Everything was fine until I believed a lie. A lie I was told, if I believed I would die. A separation took place. I no longer see his face. Out of Eden we go, but God's goal is to redeem man's soul with his own. My body was formed from the dust of the ground. God's own breath made me a living soul, and the Spirit of God Almighty dwells in me. I am spirit, soul, and body. Whoa, what a privilege to be made like God. Moses, put off thy sandals from all
Morning.
thy
Morning, Carol.
Bring my people to me so they can eat. Take this rod and go. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. It became the truth because a soul for a soul. This is the goal as a shadow. Samson said, let my soul die with the And he received sight forthwith and arose and was baptized. After God's soul was offered, men became to scale. This was the goal. We are no longer veiled. No one can take my sandals from my feet. Bring my people to me so they can eat. Take this iron rod and go soul for soul. This was the goal. You did this for me. You did this for me. For that I will sing. My body was formed from the dust of the ground. God's own breath made me a living soul. And the Spirit of God Almighty dwells in me. I am spirit, soul, and body. Wow, what a privilege to be made like God. Ooh, what a privilege.
What is going on? Yeah, yesterday there was no way I was going to be able to go live, man. And I can't even stay long today. Like, I got to get to it. I'm telling you, everybody's like, again, it's Texas, man. We're not, we don't like ice over here. Nobody does, but we don't build our houses like to protect the water from freezing like colder places do. So, boy, you say it's going to freeze for one day, that's a wrap. Every grandmother and her cat wants all the wood I got in the backyard because that one day they could become unalived. And I was like, all I got to know is if they're at least 50. It's out here, I'm talking about people out here. If a woman's a widow and she's 50, she got enough blankets to cover every poor person in the world. So you ain't gonna freeze. I can promise you that. Ice, baby. Yeah, absolutely. What's going on with everybody, man? What's up? Why y'all quiet? Why is everybody quiet?
Got worship song. Man, good morning.
Morning. Oh, okay. Yeah, I played Spirit, Soul, and Body, and y'all were just.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, what's going on? You're like, hey, bro, ruined the moment. I was in the moment. Yeah, man. What's going on? What's the deal? What's the deal, Pickle?
What we talking about? We derailing right now?
Yep. You got you got some current events for us or what, Dre? Or you need a minute?
Oh, you can give me a minute. I can probably some current events. I got my iPad right here. I was reading some stuff earlier. But some football stuff though.
Go ahead.
Hey, you know that boy Josh Allen, we could get his coach fired.
Hold on, Dre. Is it just me, guys, or is it? Can y'all hear that?
Yeah, he's cutting out.
Yeah, you're choppy, Dre.
How am I cutting out?
I don't know. I mean, it could be me. I don't think so, though.
I'm not.
I hear noise in the background.
Nah, that's music. Hold on. It could be that. My bad. It could be that, bro. My bad. I apologize. All right, what now? Josh Allen, what about him?
I said, I don't think it's fair that the quarterback, that the coach got fired when he did an excellent job this season. I think he took them boys to the promise. Fourth one. Not his fault.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like Josh McDermott, like he's a great coach, bro. Like he has elevated that franchise. They have gone to the playoffs. I mean, you win 12 games, bro. That's good.
Yeah.
Back to back, like consistently winning 12 games and going to the playoffs.
Yeah, no, that is good. Who is this?
And you lose.
Bigamanton. Anybody know Bigamanton?
No.
Big man
Okay,
thing.
I know.
Big man thing.
Big man thing. What the
Yeah,
heck?
you don't want that one.
That's funny.
Don't
Big
be
amount of
scared.
sins.
They put "don't be scared." Oh, so you're used to people being scared of you? I promise that ain't a good thing. Whoever you are.
Hey Drake. Hey Drake.
No offense. You got a question?
You guys should pick him up since you picked up your guy that was released.
I don't know who you talking about.
Harbaugh.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see him go over there. I don't see why not. McDermott was a great coach. Like I said, he listen, they won the first round, the wild card. They went to Denver. Bro, they played Denver. Denver has like the best defense in the league, and they barely lost. And they really lost because at the end of the day, it was Josh Allen. He had an opportunity to win that game twice and ended up kicking a field goal. So twice, back to back.
Well,
And let's throw that call, the interception call also.
yeah. Well, I don't have no respect anymore for Josh Allen. I've never seen a bigger crybaby in my life. I could tell. It seems as though I don't know. I'm not saying he did come for money, but he is 100% acting like a spoiled brat. I had never seen. I do not even understand what the heck I just saw. I don't understand it. I don't understand it whatsoever. I don't. And I played football, and I don't care if I didn't play in the NFL. I played since I was a kid all the way through high school. So there's no, you're not going to sit here and make me believe just because the trophy for the NFL is a bigger kind of trophy than, high school, or when you're playing, that's the biggest trophy, the one that's in front of you. The Super Bowl to a 13-year-old, the Super Bowl is not the biggest trophy, bro. It's the one that they're playing for right now. That's the biggest one. So emotions can easily, I never seen any of my guys cry like that after a game. I might have seen one tear up, and we're kind of like, come on, bro. It ain't that serious. Like, come on, bro. But this dude crying like that, bro, like it's like they told him, if you don't win this game, we're going to unalive your family and break your thumbs. Like that's how he's acting, or he was told, if you don't win this game, you're done, and the owner is like, nah, he's not done. You're done. Cause he showed more emotion. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think it was nuts.
When I was in high school, my 10th grade year, we had an opportunity to win the state championship, and we lost. We lost that game. And, a bunch of the fellas were on the bus ride home. You get emotional, but you're talking about kids, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
You're talking about high school.
That's what I'm saying,
bro.
Yeah.
Like you're a 30-something-year-old man, dog. Like, what are we crying about? You make millions of dollars. For us. That's everything. That was our everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying,
so,
bro. Like
really weird.
It's very weird. It's very weird because he was balling, bro. Like, like, bro, stop it, dude. Stop it right now. And you know what? There are people that will take what I'm saying and say, "Oh, you're saying crying is wrong." No, I think everybody that's been here knows. Yeah. Look, thank you, Bait. Thank you, Bait. Where's Christian? Thank you, Bait. Where's Christian at?
He crying with Josh Allen?
Yeah, he crying too. Yeah. Christian, we know you're listening. Watch, I'm gonna call Christian out right now. He don't think I know. Watch this. Christian, user 9761798788775. I keep an eye on my numbers. And for user number 88016478511347, if you don't think I know who you are out of your mind. You are out of your mind if you don't think I don't know who you are. You're lucky I ain't a gossiper, because everybody here would know. Let's see. What else? You
saw the big dog take care of
do what now?
world leaders.
I don't know, you're under covers or something. You're under covers.
He's terrible. Let me say this. For those of you guys that don't know, the Commander-in-Chief, Donald J. Trump, the GOAT, he passed a law starting on the 26th of this month that credit cards are going down to 10% interest rate for 1 year. if you don't think that is an amazing thing, no, I don't think any president has ever done this. But this is an amazing thing because most credit cards right now, you're paying 29%, upwards of 23%, and you'll never pay off these credit cards. So he's actually giving everybody this year an opportunity to really get rid of some debt so that you can, have some money to really invest and be debt free. So this is not a chance. Don't look at it as an opportunity to go get another credit card and rack that one up for low interest rate, but rather use this opportunity to pay off some debt, man. Because I think as believers, we really shouldn't be in debt. That's just a personal thing of mine. Obviously, there's good debts and all that stuff, but just random weird debts, it actually stops you from performing your best as a.
Yep. Everybody's gonna, in this day and age, everybody's going to be in some sort of debt, whether it's your car, your house, or it could be, again, talking for like married people, right? I've seen the husband and wife be mad at each other, trying to act like they're going to separate, and then the guy gets a new vehicle, and then the woman's mad, she comes back, then she gets a new vehicle, and it's like, bro, when y'all were not fighting, neither one of y'all got a new vehicle. And now y'all both got brand new vehicles, and you only needed one. You only needed one, like to have a brand new family reliable vehicle. I'm not saying it's wrong to have two, but y'all already had cars. And now both of you got two brand new vehicles, and you can afford it, but it's a waste of money because it just is. And again, I'm saying they didn't need to get new vehicles. It ain't like their car was breaking down and didn't work. In my opinion, you're putting yourself in debt. There's no need for that kind of debt. None whatsoever. All right. If you got to get repairs done at your house and you're like, man, here, I got a few options. This credit card, I can get about 15 grand on it. And you take that and you put that 15 grand in your house. I just can understand that kind of debt. I don't care if people call it credit cards or not. I understand the purpose, the reason. I get it 100%. But there are things that just don't have to happen. There are. And, like if you're going to start a business, listen, sometimes businesses don't work out. I get it. But if the business is kind of working out and, you're getting machinery or equipment for that business and that business can at least pay for that equipment, then you're good. Now, if that's the money you need to pay bills and all it's doing is paying for your equipment, well, that's not good. That's not good. You need to get a second or third job. But like,
and you have those high debit cards or credit cards, just and you get that 10% rollover, pay off that other card that's at 39 or whatever.
All credit cards are going down to 10%.
Yeah, let's not start getting into Let's not start getting into snowballing. Everybody going to show up here and how to pay off credit card debt. If you really have to have a class on that, we'll set one up. But
yeah, all credit cards are going down to 10% though, Bill. So that's the purpose. That's why the law, this thing that he passed is amazing. Because if anybody has debt, there's other things that we could talk about, but I don't think we're gonna get into that. Just in general, if you have crazy credit card debt, this is a year to really try to push as much money towards that credit card to lower it as much as you can.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there needs to be a limit on them because I know some of them are like 30%. Like that's crazy. But around 10 or 12, I can kind of see that. But it's staying there. It's not okay to have the attitude, well, they shouldn't have borrowed the money. No. No, that's a bit much, man. Sometimes people, they don't know what else to do. So they'll just go borrowing it and they're not paying attention to how much interest is on there. But 30%, bro, that's that. I don't want to say it should be illegal, but I'm very close to kind of thinking that way. Like you remember that one guy? I can't remember his name, but He might have made he made something like insulin like go up 700%. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember something. Some talks about
And
that.
he
Yeah.
very weird dude, man. Like he's this very weird smile that he has. Just weird dude, man. Like if you just watch him, it's actually pretty wild. Yeah, everybody knows who Dave Ramsey is, Jimmy. Jimmy, looks like you put that here like 10 times. Dang, Jimmy. Jimmy, tell us all about it, bro. How bad a debt were you in? Don't lie, Jimmy. It's all right, bro. You put that up, boy. Like, Dave Ramsey saved my life. Just look, none of us know you. Just put it right there. What was it? Huh? What was it? 25, 30? Please don't tell me it was over 100 credit card debt. Please don't be that guy. But if it's the truth, be that guy. Come on, Jimmy.
So what's going on with the Greenland thing? Are you aware of what's the issue with Greenland? Like, is Trump trying to buy Greenland? Somebody said that.
Yeah. So no. Trump told Greenland. Trump said.
Listen real quick.
What?
Somebody said that he could buy Greenland with all the money he's recovered from the Minnesota daycares.
Wow, that's crazy. I'm in a lot. Oh, Jimmy said, I am in a lot of debt, but I'm following what he... I'm in a lot of debt, but I'm following. Yeah. A lot of stuff that Dave Ramsey teaches is not... Half of it's not even new. It's Dave Ramsey took stuff that people have been doing for years, and he made a class about it. Is all he did. No offense to Dave Ramsey. I think he's doing great, but there's very few things that like he kind of invented or had an opinion about. But he's a Christian guy, and so they slap him up there, and he becomes the face of debt free. But if you go back to books like literally before David Ramsey even was David Ramsey, there's books out there, same information. Just stuff that he read and kind of made up his own little thing about it. Not saying that some debt is good, like you. Yeah, of course not. Dave Ramsey has to sell. He has to say that he's doing something different. You understand? If he's saying the same thing everybody else is, what's the point of going to him? Dave Ramsey's saying, Dave Ramsey says that you shouldn't even, your house, he'll say something like, if you have a house, a mortgage, I understand. He said, but you shouldn't be in no debt. I know what he says, bro.
Hey, try it.
Hold on a second. Wow, you're so smart. You aren't as successful as him. You're so smart and you're not as successful as him. First of all, you don't know how successful I am, number one. You're calling him a success because he's on TV? Jimmy? Jimmy, you're calling Dave Ramsey a success because he's on TV? Is that what you mean? You know all the successful people, Jimmy? You know all of them? I could give you names of people that are more successful than Dave Ramsey, and you've never seen their face. Come on now. Don't do that to yourself. It's not a good look. Okay, so that's why. It's because he has a radio show. Come on, man. Jimmy, how old are you, bro? Get out. Come on, bro. It's not a good look what you just did. It's not a good look. Not a good look at all. Look what he said. He said, you literally have 12 viewers. Yeah. On that app. What about the other app? What about the other app? Or the other app? So success is based on how many viewers you got? Jimmy, success is based on how many viewers you got? Mike. Look, you got somebody arguing with you, Jimmy. You got somebody that said, bro, I haven't turned my radio on in the last 2 decades. Oh, Jimmy, not a good look, buddy. I don't know, Jimmy. So far, you're my number one fan. How come you still here? Go listen to Dave Ramsey. Why are you still here, Jimmy? Huh? Listening to this nobody. You have massive audience. You're successful. Oh my God, Jimmy, I don't want. This really is a Christian, adult Christian talk show, and I'm sorry to say this, but porn videos have bigger success than Dave Ramsey. So you're saying that the people that make porn are more successful than Dave Ramsey? Jimmy, is that what you're saying? That don't make no sense. That'll make no sense there, Jimmy. If I gotta treat you if I gotta treat you this way, I will. You're not making no sense, buddy. Not making no sense. I hate that I got to be raw with ignorant buffoons like yourself, Jimmy. Look, I want you to stay, but when you start saying dumb things like that, my friend, I just don't get it. Yeah, I get it. So are people who make corn, Jimmy. People who make corn have way more followers than I do. Do you understand? You see your logic there? That makes no sense. Misunderstood. Not everyone deserves one, but on Descaled, everyone's going to get one. Get it? I don't know why you're still here, Jimmy. I really don't. How am I able to keep your attention for so long?
I know you're not being sassy with me.
Oh,
brother.
yes, I am, ma'am. Look, let me show you.
Look, I missed you. I missed you for 2 days, and you gonna let somebody on YouTube? I will block that cat.
What?
I want some Bible study. I want Bible study.
Hold on a second.
I'm waiting for you.
Hold on a second. You're gonna let that person on YouTube what? Say it. Finish.
I will block him.
No. Say it. You gonna let that person on YouTube what? What? Let him what?
Distract us from
It's
Bible
not.
study.
It is not distracting.
For 2 days.
Well, you know what?
It is.
Listen. I do this all the time. When someone's trolling, I troll them back. Okay, then. This is not out of the ordinary. Let somebody please remind her. Okay, hey, ma'am, listen. Twiddle your thumbs like this and be patient.
I'm at work. Don't do that.
I'm at work. You better stop it. You better stop it.
But I love you, brother. But I get it. I know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop down.
Yeah. You're good. You're good. All right, Jimmy. I'm done messing with you, man. But don't do success by viewers. Come on, bro. Don't do that. You know, telling a bunch of people that don't know how to handle their money, I can help you handle your money. That person gonna come pretty successful pretty quick, bro. You know why? Because there's a lot of stupid people out there, Jimmy. Come on now. All right, let's hop into something. And I'm being serious. I can't even stay long. Dre, you still here or what? Nope, not here. All right, what we got on the agenda? Saba's not here. So we're not going to talk about Nehemiah.
Can we go over a little bit more of butter? I think Alex actually had a question about Genesis 18 where it mentions butter.
Alex is up here. Why are you speaking for Alex? Well,
oh, I didn't see him. My bad.
I'm like, we talking for Alex? Hold on. Let me say that Alex is up here, okay? And in a minute, he's going to speak for himself. But until he does, I think he wants to talk about... Yeah, there.
Somebody wants to give smoke out all day now.
Yeah, I wasn't here yesterday, man, so I'm a little spicy. I wasn't here yesterday. You serve. Stay tuned. Yeah, did you stay tuned? Yep. All right, Alex, you there? Or Jennifer speaking for you? Or what? What's going on?
Yeah, I thought we went over most of the butter and the milk, but there was something that I did want to ask.
Wow.
In the Old Testament, we see that the Lord and the angels, they eat milk, butter, honey, and lamb and calves and stuff. But we don't see anything got to do with fish until the New Testament. And I was thinking, because fish represents man, does that have anything to do with God listening to man or God listening? I don't know.
Yeah, so let's go to, let me see if I can find it real quick. All right. Or better yet, you know what? Yeah. So, is there a fish that you want to go over in the Old Testament, or what?
No, I was wondering if, like, because I personally couldn't find any angels or the Lord when he does eating fish in the Old Testament. Is that wrong?
Eating. Oh, okay. Them eating it.
Yeah.
There's only one place I think where. Let's see.
What was the
when
question?
they
I'm
went-
sorry, I just came back.
Does the Lord or the angels eat fish in the Old Testament?
Oh, I don't recall them eating fish. I know they ate goat and butter and milk.
Yeah, and calves and stuff.
Yeah. Do we see that in with Lot when they to Abraham?
Yeah, but that's literally what I just said. It has this goat. It was lamb and milk and butter is what it was.
And the cake.
Before I went on that phone call, my bad. I just want to say, you know, it's about to be 3 years since the first time we did our live at your house.
The
very first one with you, me, Lael, and Danny P.
It's almost been 3 years.
Yeah, it's 3 years this year in like a month or two. Time goes by fast.
Yeah,
bro.
it does.
I got the picture. Your arms are all stretched up.
My arms are stretched out. What do you mean? I'm praying or what?
No, I will show you. Hold
on.
Let me see. What the heck? I hate being on TikTok now. It does this every time. Try look at the screen.
Oh yeah, the Giants. I should have had Leo beside me so I wouldn't look so small. Because he's just a little bit taller than I am.
You decided to put your arms over our shoulders, which made it even worse.
No, it would have been way worse if y'all. No, sir. I've been me for years. The other way is worse. Trust me. The other way is worse. The other way is worse. Trot with them high heels. High heels? What are you talking about? High heels, bro? What?
Oh my gosh.
We talking about high heels, bro. Zoom into the picture, bait. What the heck you talking about, bro? Your women, that's what your women wear. Your women are more manly than you. That's what they wear for high heels. What the heck? They wear ostrich boots. Your women? Holy moly of God. Are their souls red because they walk in the blood of Jesus?
Low key, them ostrich boots are expensive, bro. Oh my God. I wanted to get a pair, but I'm like, I am not paying that money for them boots.
Them things last easy like 10 years, bro. Easy. I mean, if you take care of them, you get 5 out of them. I mean, they won't look so great the 4th year, 5th year if you don't take care of them. But if you take care of them 5, 6, 7 years, bro, and you get them resold, bro, absolutely.
I have a pair of quarter quills.
He's trying to troll you.
You got a pair of what, Kelly?
Of quarter quills that I've had for over 20.
Yeah. How many times have you resold them? Probably
Tony llamas.
They're
3 times, I think. Yeah, I only wear them for good.
Yeah, my ostrich are Tony llamas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh no, I wear
good boots.
Yeah, I wear Kelly, I ain't lying. I wear mine almost every day when it gets cold, but it ain't been cold. I ain't wore my boots all this whole quote unquote winter we've had.
Oh.
Trot's feelings got hurt. Babe, stop it. You could hurt my feelings with a freaking soldering iron in my eyeball. Let's see.
You miss one day and they all come out.
I mean, I miss one day, and I mean, Lord have mercy. I gotta see a guy. Oh, there he is. Where you been hiding?
Hiding? I haven't been hiding.
No, you've been hiding, bro.
Stop.
You've been hiding, bro, because Josh Allen he literally got spanked. He got spanked. He was crying. He got spanked so bad he was crying. He was in tears.
He's got a new spirit. We tried to talk about this the other day. Now Dre's here. Now he'll say something.
Now I'll say what?
We just talked about this when Dre hasn't been here for the last 2 days, and now he's here. Now you're like, oh, you're hiding because Josh Allen got spanked.
Hold on. Whoa. I just saw the video yesterday of Josh Allen crying. What are you talking about?
Bro.
Are you listening?
I highly doubt that.
Are you
because
listening?
It's been days.
I don't care. I saw the video for the first time yesterday where he's crying like a baby, and I didn't get to go live yesterday, Christian. So what you're telling me is, hold on a second. You think I saw John?
So you're telling me he's
no. Hold on.
Time out.
Time out. You're telling me, all these time you think if I saw Josh Allen cry like that big old baby cry thing he did, you think I wouldn't have brought it up to you? That's what you believe? You believe that?
Yeah.
Hey, put a 1 in the chat if you agree with Christian that if I knew that Josh Allen was crying, put a 1 in the chat if you think I'm going to shut my mouth about it. Put a 1 in the chat. I want to see who agrees with Christian right here. I don't see no ones, Christian.
Okay, let's see.
I don't see no ones. So you're the only one that is saying that if I would have saw your favorite quarterback crying, I wouldn't have brought it up? Bro, that's how I know you're lying. You're lying
Josh
out
Allen's
of your
not
butt.
my favorite quarterback. Joe Burrow is.
You can call Joe Burrow your favorite quarterback, but Josh Allen's the one to come out of your mouth more than any other quarterback, bro. Meow, you just troll. See, look, that's how I know. That's how I know you're lying right there, because Meow's even trolling with your butt. Get out of here. Get out of here. Anyway, the question is, why your boy crying like he 10, Christian? Come on, bro. Take up for him now. Take up for him now, bro. Absolutely not. That's a no-no. That's way too much.
Give me a second here.
Here's the thing. Seeing the video is what made it real to me, honestly. Because hearing about it, you know what I mean? You can hear about it, but like seeing it, oof.
You know, the worst part is that the owner literally said that he fired the coach because of the tears of Josh Allen.
Bro.
That literally came out in the report.
Okay, hold on. Let me ask you this. When did that come out? What you're saying? Because I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, when he got fired. So the day he got fired.
I don't know when that is. I don't know when that is. When was that?
That same day. It was yesterday or the day before yesterday he got fired. Something like that.
Okay. Well, I just saw it yesterday.
You know how they put out like a report as to why they fired dude, because Josh McDermott had, like I said, he's had a great record. He had a great season this year. He took them all the way to the playoffs. He coached that team with the minimal help. You know what I'm saying? The GM, if anything, is the one. And they fired him, and the owner says because of the emotions of Josh Allen.
That's what he said,
that means Josh
bro.
Allen must have been, you know what? He was crying to the owners about the coach. That's what it had to be.
It was. He never lets me do nothing. He doesn't let me do nothing. And how do we know? Hey, and how do we know? Hey, hey, and how do we know? Because we have all today, as who we all are today, we've seen kids do that, bro. We've seen it. You know what I mean? Where they try to play the mom against the dad. We've seen it. And then when it turns out a certain way, they're bawling and they're just like, they don't want to really talk to nobody because, see, I told you, look what happened. Get out of here. Get out of here. Christian, either defend him right now, literally right now. You got 5 seconds to defend him.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you a clip of Deion Sanders crying like a baby.
Do what?
And then you're going to call Deion Sanders a child and a baby. So I can't wait for that.
Okay. Hold on. Let's slow down.
After he
Hold
didn't
on.
even play in the bowl, he's crying.
Whoa. Listen, I need you to calm down. Okay. I know that you're emotional and you want to cry yourself. Okay, I can hear it.
I'm not emotional.
Why are you interrupting me?
You guys
Why are you interrupting me? Why are you interrupting me? Why are you interrupting me? Hold on. You're interrupting me, Christian. Listen. I understand you're emotional. Okay, I get it 100%. All right. I can hear it in the vibrato in your voice. All right. But right now, no one's asking you to sing a tune. Okay, so slow down and repeat what you said without fast talking, like something's wrong with you. Slow down. What?
You are going to watch a video.
First of all, I'm not going to
watch.
I'm not going to watch nothing. First of all, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to do. So start over.
Okay. Well, then you have a baseless argument then.
Okay. No. I don't have to watch something. Explain the video, sir.
Deion Sanders.
Mm-hmm.
Crying like a little baby over losing 2 bowls in a row.
Okay, what team was he on?
Where's the difference?
Hold on, what team was he on, bro?
He's not even on the team. He's a coach.
Okay, so I'm sorry. I apologize. What year are we talking about?
2 years ago.
So you're talking about UC? To my Colorado?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, we're talking about the players, not the coach, bro. What are you talking about?
He was a player.
Oh my God. You just said he was the coach. Which one is it?
Bro, what are you talking about? 2 years ago, he was not playing football.
He wasn't playing football. He was coaching.
Guys, you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me. You're not.
We already did, bro. We already did.
Neither one of you are going to get me.
Yeah, we did, bro.
No, you didn't.
Yes, we did. I got it recorded, bro.
I was just cutting through your
bro.
nonsense.
Heck no. You're lying. You're such a liar, bro. You're such a liar.
Listen,
You're like, you're gonna watch this.
You think that you're getting me? No, I was trying to tell you because you're interrupting me. You are going to watch this video.
Brother
said,
Christian, please. You're not going to win.
He's like, you're going to watch this video right now.
Christian, just be quiet. Okay, whatever.
Christian, you're a Josh Allen fan. Who else are we going to pick on about Josh Allen, Christian? I can't watch that. Let me see if it works.
But bro,
hold on. Time out. Let me see. Hold on. I just want to see if it works. Hold on. Hey, Jennifer, your quarterback, Josh Allen, was crying yesterday.
So?
Jennifer's like, I don't even know who that is.
She's like, who's Josh Allen?
Oh, man. It's too good, man.
He sounds like a lawyer.
A lawyer? What? Oh, because he's white? So only white people are lawyers?
Oh, my gosh. Bro, I'm going to crash out on you.
All right.
I'm on him so bad. It's because...
No, Dre, for real. Dre, hold on. I'm not kidding. Something's wrong with it's not me. It's you. You just came in choppy again. Is the weather bad? Hey, is the weather bad up there?
It's getting cold.
What is it? What is the temperature over
there? It's in the teens.
Oof, nice. I can't wait for it to be in the teens over here. I'm going to put Mackenzie outside the house and close the door and act like I don't hear her banging on it.
Oh, my God. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I'm going to tell her, babe, can you go get the thing out of the truck? And as soon as she goes out there, I'm going to close the door and lock it. And then I'm going to go to the back of the room, bro, with my binoculars. I'm going to look out the window.
You're stupid.
Open the door. And I'll be like, I thought you were already in here. Hey, but I've done it a few times already, so I got to be careful how I do it because she knows, bro. She knows. Oh, hold on. I got to answer this. Not a call, it's a text. Hold
on. Christian, I'm about to throw my flip-flop at you. For real.
Why?
Because we came for Bible, bro.
Sister, I didn't say anything. He started it.
What, Christian, what'd you do now? I ain't been gone 5 seconds.
Jennifer is saying she wants to throw her chancla at me.
Oh.
And
why?
I was like, why? And she's like, because we're supposed to be studying Bible, not talking football. And to which I said, That all came from try. All I said was God to the boots.
Wait a minute, bro. Hold on a second. You did not just throw me under the bus solo. Dre was part of it too.
Yeah, Dre was part of it too.
Dre's
Oh,
part
I'm
of it
sorry.
too.
You're right. Dre,
All right,
you're part of it too.
All right. Okay, Jennifer, let's go. Let's go. Where are we going? Alex, I'm sorry. Alex, you there?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Let me just say this real quick before you get started. I just got to say this one thing. The reason I am on Christian about this Josh Allen thing, because he's not fair, bro. When Lamar Jackson lost that chance to go to the Super Bowl, they lost that playoff game when Mark, the tight end, remember, he dropped the ball to win the game, right? And Christian went on a rampage saying Lamar choked. It doesn't matter if he dropped the ball. So now,
rampage.
a year
I wouldn't
fast
call it
forward, I'm talking. We fast forward 1 year, and what do we see? We see this guy throw an interception, and they say, oh, if it wasn't for that interception, I don't care. Your standard was it doesn't matter if the person drops the ball or not, the quarterback choked. So Josh Allen gets that smoke. He choked too, and he cried. At least Lamar didn't cry like a little baby.
Mod speaking.
Yeah,
Mod is speaking.
Where's that button? You ain't got it?
Humble pie.
no, I'm not on my soundboard, bro.
All right. Let's move on, man. I'm getting my ear tugged on a little too much. All right. So the question that Alex is asking is, why do we not see like an angel or someone representing God or an angel eating fish in the Old Testament? Why not? And
Sorry.
all right, so the answer is in the Bible. It is in the Bible. The answer to this.
Oh boy. Is it
Wait, what was the question?
Why don't we see like an angelic being or Jesus or like, you know what I mean? Like a
Unknown.
why do we not see or why is it only the fallen men that eat fish in the Old Testament? How come you don't see anyone else doing it?
I'm gonna speak for Jesse. It's because of Jesus.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah.
The answer is Jesus.
Yeah. All right. So guys, anytime we're talking about food, I told you got to go somewhere. You're talking about food. You got to go somewhere. Where do I usually say to go?
Why don't we see anybody
Leviticus.
fallen men eating fish in the Old Testament?
Yeah, like an angel or
I
God.
would say,
go ahead.
I would say it's because the fishers hadn't been sent out yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's pretty much the like part of the answer. Yeah, that's pretty much part of the answer. But the nucleus of the reason, though, the nucleus, like
it's the indwelling of the Holy Ghost.
Because fish represent people.
All those answers are right, but I'm looking for the nucleus. The nucleus.
Jesus.
Well, the Lord said, if a man doesn't eat of my flesh or drink of my cup, he has no. How's he say it? He's talking about eating of his flesh.
He said, if you don't eat of my flesh, you'll never have everlasting life, right? Okay, so where's the other answer? So this is a two-part answer. That's one. Oh, Bait got the other one. Let me see. Levitical 11 diet. Yep, that's the other answer right there. So let's go to the Levitical law and let's go to the fishies. Let's go to the fish. Let's go to the fish.
Fish with scales were unclean, weren't they?
Let's go to the verse. Let's go to the verse. We're going to read the verse. We're going to read the verse.
Leviticus 21. I think it's Leviticus 21.
All right, let's go to it. Let's read it.
I think it's 21. I'm not sure. I said go to the law, by the way. I don't know if you heard me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I did. I swear I didn't.
Yeah.
If you
we
said
gotta go to Leviticus. Yeah.
Okay, no, if you said that, that's it. But it's a two-part answer. And just like Jesse will always say, Jesus obviously Jesus is the other side of that. So let's go look at these. It's the same reason why the new wine wasn't drank in the Old Testament. What was drank in the Old Testament? And what verse tells us this? Tells us the teeth are on edge. Nobody knows. Nobody knows?
The it's the sour grapes.
Yeah.
The sour.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. You got two kinds of wines, an old one and a new one, and then you got two types of fish, an old one and a new one. But let's go look at these fish in Leviticus.
And then you got Judah drinking milk and teeth white.
Yep.
In the prophecy. So there's another drinking there.
Oh man, don't get me started on that, bro. Don't get me started on that prophecy. Oh my God, people are stupid with that one. I don't know. I don't understand how everything causes everything, man. They let everything argument, bro. It's like, oh, never mind, bro. Like so easy, because Jacob is saying, right? He's blessing his kids. And then you get to this one, and then people are like, they're like, oh, well, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal what he told them. Not a big deal. Okay. Because when it comes to Israel, descendants of Israel, inheritance is a big deal, man. Big deal. Right? Or am I wrong? Huh? Anybody?
Correct.
Yeah, it's a real big deal. So to say that Jacob is blessing all of his kids based on inheritance, but then when he gets to Judah, oh, well, it's like, bro, what? Like, I don't understand.
It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's literally everything.
Yeah,
the
for real.
Old Testament
right. I'm like downplaying it by calling it a big deal. Like it's life. Like, and it's like, well, it don't matter if that ever happened or not. It's just, I can't remember I remember having I got a very specific person in my head, and he's one of them guys that like, he always has to touch you when he's talking to you. Y'all ever met someone like that? When they're talking, they just have to touch you.
Like that, bro. It gets on my nerves,
okay,
bro.
that's okay.
Oh,
family's a little different, but I will say, no.
I don't like being touched, bro.
Well, I know. But if
crazy.
a stranger was doing it, it'd be worse, bro. It would not be the same. It wouldn't be the same. This dude just, well, it don't matter. The guy's not family, but he's like has to make eye contact and touch and I said, hey, bro, listen. You see that big rock right there? You stand right there. And no matter where I go, bro, you just pivot in a circle. Don't come out of that, bro, please. Whoa, what's the problem? Like, bro, keep your hands to yourself. Oh, I'm sorry. And then they justify it. I was just raised to love. Okay, well, let me just lie to you. So I was raised not to love. Don't touch me. I don't know what I got to say. If people think if they explain why they are the way they are, like I'm talking about touching, okay? They think if they explain it, it's okay. No, I still disagree. What? You disagree? How is this a debate? Can you keep your freaking hands to yourself or not? Okay, I will. Okay, put your hands in your pockets because I already see them. I mean, as soon as their vocal cords start working. Anyway, so I was thinking, they're kind of like a freaking man of war. Y'all ever seen one of them jellyfish, man of war? They can actually reach out and touch you. That's a deadly jellyfish. Like it sees you and it's like, let me. The rest of the jellyfish are like, oh, I got to swim over there faster. Oh, I got to swim over there faster. No, not this one. They're going to stick their freaking tentacle out there and freaking shock your butt. And hey, they're going to shock you.
You remember in boot camp, like when you got to keep your distance between each other?
Yeah.
And you got to like reach out and touch to make sure you got like an arm.
Yeah, cover.
It'd be like that, bro. The drill sergeant used to be like, our drill sergeant used to be like, AT&T, sir. We say AT&T, reach out and touch somebody. Remember that commercial?
Yeah,
reach out. So he used to say AT&T. We say, sir. You just have to touch the person in front of you, make sure that you are annoying, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, it was. It's stupid. I got used to it, but it was so stupid at first, bro. When you're not used to that. Let me get this. All right, y'all find it? I gave you enough time. Whoever was looking. No, nobody.
Yeah.
Found? Okay. Jennifer's like, all right, I got it right here. Shut up, y'all be quiet. She's like, oh my God. She ain't never unmuted her mic so fast in her life. All right.
She's like, there's my opportunity.
Yeah.
There it is.
Shut
Right
up.
there.
Just shut up. I just see it one day. Jennifer's be like, can you just shut up for a second? Oh, yes. Okay, fine. All right.
I've had enough.
Yeah, she's going to go off. Except if she's a woman, though. You know what I mean? So she ain't
You
going to
gotta be submissive and keep quiet in the.
She could do a little crying, unlike
here,
Josh Allen.
yeah.
Like, yeah, dog boy. All right.
Because
what?
Because this is the only quote I know from the crash out, because I wasn't actually there for it. You be quiet, you little trot.
Yeah, he said a bunch of stuff, but Jordan, you're just a little trot. And you know what else, Dre? I always talk over. I was like, I took my headphones off, walked out of there. I was like, oh, shoot. That boy done had enough. All right, let's go. What's the address?
Leviticus 11:9.
Leviticus 11?
Yeah.
I mean, not 11,
fish?
9. Not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say 11. I meant to say 9. 9?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know why I thought it was. All right. Start at 7. Okay.
Okay. So it says Leviticus 11:7. And the swine, though he divided the hoof and be cloven-footed, yet he cheweth not the cud, he is unclean to you.
All right. All right. So look, guys, I know we're trying to get straight to the fish. All right. But it just kills me. You go find someone that wants to put themselves under the law, or they're trying to give you the law. Listen, if they listen to D-Scale, they'll know the answer. They don't listen to D-Scale, they don't know the answer. I have asked everybody on just any app that I've ever been on, anybody that says they're under the law, they're going to be under the law, you need to obey the laws, all this. I always ask them, because they're going to bring up swine. And I'll always ask them, why can't we eat swine? And they'll describe how nasty it is and all this. And I'm telling you, I have never found one person that could tell me the reason why we're not supposed to eat swine. Let me ask you. I'm trying to show you something. Is somebody really familiar with Scripture if they're bringing up the laws? Or I'll ask them, give me the 10 Commandments. I'll say 5% of people who try to put themselves under the law, they can't even name all 10. Do you think that makes sense? Does that make sense?
No.
You're wanting to be under the law. You're trying to teach people to be under the law because, see, their motive is to stop being bad. You understand? Their motive is not understanding the word. When your motive is stop being bad, so God, and then they'll fill in that blank, however. Stop being bad so God can love you. And then they'll say, oh, no, that's not the reason, because that sounds ridiculous. They don't want to say it out loud. Stop being bad so you can have a relationship with God. Stop being bad and it's always stop being bad, God. Stop being bad, God. Yeah. Name the 10 Commandments. Well, I don't know, and they'll name 3, 4, maybe. And it's like, hold on a second, bro. So I'm just pointing out that's when you know it's a heart issue right there. Because anything that I'm talking about, that I talk about, not somebody trying to bring up some, can God make a rock so big he can't pick it up? I'm not wasting my time studying this stupid man. I don't care about your philosophy about God making rocks so big. Can God make a square circle? Get the heck out of the Bible. Don't talk about none of that crap. I'm going to focus on making disciples. And the way to do that is to understand what's in the Bible. So why am I telling this person, bro, it's not about being under the law. It's not about none of that. It's not about that. You know how I know? Because I actually study the Bible. I study it. And I'm sitting across from someone who don't study it. If they studied it, they could at least name 9 out of the 10. And then they could tell me why I'm not supposed to eat pork. See, I know why we're not supposed to eat pork, because I'm focused on the reasoning that God gives us, not my own reason, his reason. And then now we have to make sense out of the reason that he gave us. I have to make sense out of that. And he says, don't eat of them. Although they have, what does it say? How does it say it? It doesn't say although. I think I added although. It says, and the swine, oh yeah, it says though. Though he divide the hoof and it be cloven footed, right? Although that part's true, yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you. He's unclean to you because he doesn't chew the cud. So someone who cares enough to understand what that means is going to find out what it means. And this is talking about the word of God, because a swine today is not a physical pig. It's not. It's someone who doesn't chew the cud. It's referring to the word of God. Okay. Now in the Old Testament, the shadow is not the real thing. You understand? The shadow is not the real thing. You understand it? But it was a shadow of something to come. It was a shadow, which means it was a pig back then. But if you don't understand that that was a shadow, you're still going to think it's a pig today. It's not a pig today. Circumcision was a shadow. Shadow, meaning it's not the same thing anymore. When you only learn one or two of these, you'll argue with the rest of them. But if you keep learning them, you'll be very slow to speak against what someone is saying regarding these type of things right here. So the reason why I'm starting with the swine is because we're about to get to another animal. But if you don't understand that this stuff is shadows, if you don't get that, then it's only because you're just acting like a scribe and a Pharisee of the days in the days of Jesus. You're being very carnally minded. They were too. And the Bible says to be carnally minded is death. So you go ahead and continue to be carnally minded all you want to, but it's just going to lead to death. That's all it's going to lead to, because that's what the Bible says. But if you want to be led to life, you're going to have to tell that carnal mind to shut up and start paying attention to the way God thinks, the way he thinks. So that's why it's unclean. It's not unclean to us because it's a bottom surfer and it eats all the crap all over. That's not why it's unclean. It says right here. And they're going to say, well, yeah, but because it says to cut, it's talking about hay, man, right? Hay's okay. It's okay, man, to eat hay. Again, I don't know how many times I have to say this. It was a shadow of something to come, for God's sakes. When you take the shadow, and then today you're still pointing at the shadow like it's the actual thing, then you're missing it. You're missing it 100%. So the shadow, which back in those days, it was a pig. It was physical cud, hay, because it was a shadow. But this is God's wisdom. God's wisdom make you shut up real quick. He'll make someone like me that you don't like know the truth, and then you have to hate that you have to admit that it's true. And then now you have to ask yourself, I can't stand this person right here, but I can't deny what he is saying. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? I can't stand this person right here. Has that person ever mistreated you? Yeah, he was rude to me one time on the live or whatever, or whatever. It's like, oh, okay, so you hate him now, right? You hate him in your heart. That's called murder. But he was rude. He was rude. Yeah. Jesus said, when the scribe and the Pharisees wanted to unalive him, take him to jail, what did he say to them? Does anybody remember? Anybody?
Are you talking about where he says, I've preached publicly, that part?
No.
Like, and he never said anything?
Mm-mm. No, he's asking them why. He's asking them why.
Yeah, because I do good works. And he said they said it's not for good works.
Okay, right there. Yeah, that right there. So he says, for which good work do you do this, right? He tells them.
Yeah.
And they go, no. It's not because of your good works. So just real quick, pay attention. They don't like him. They don't like him. But they can acknowledge the good works, but they don't like him. Do you see how they acknowledge he did good works, though? You see it.
Yep.
Right. Today, when people persecute us, they'll deny your good works and hate you. Today. Because it's not okay to hate today. See, back then, under the law, it was okay to mistreat people like that because you're doing it under the law. That's all you got to do is point to the law. Well, the law. That's all you got to do, right? So when the little mustache man, right, when they were unaliving all these people, the mustache man, all these sergeants and captains and all these people that were doing it, bro, they never thought. They never thought that their day of reckoning would come. Can you imagine being part of this? Can you imagine being part of this? That you were a part of unaliving all these people because of a certain identity that they have. And then years later, you find yourself in court having to speak. And they're like, oh, well, I was just doing what I was told. Well, America's smarter than that. They said, nah, buddy, absolutely not. You should have stood your ground and said, because they asked these people, was it wrong? They were stuck because if they said, yeah, it was wrong. Okay, well, there you go. You admitted. If they go, no, it wasn't wrong. Okay, well, then something's wrong with you because you're going away no matter what. You're going away. So they literally, it wasn't hard to prove in court. No, you're a prudent person. You know the difference between right and wrong. But under the law, these people can say and do whatever they want. That's how the scribes and the Pharisees. But see, today, for a Christian that says, I'm not under the law, they cannot just say, I don't like that person that's talking about God. They have to demise his character. That's how they justify it today. So today it's, I don't like him. He was mean to me or he did this. Now they attack the character to make everyone believe it's okay to be hateful towards the person. But they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing that the scribes and Pharisees were doing. But what I'm pointing... Oh, go ahead, Drew. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, even in the military, like when you get an unlawful order, that's not an excuse to say, well, just because I got an order, I did it anyways. You can't. You will still be held accountable because you got to do the right thing, even if the order is unlawful. You're able to denounce that command.
Yeah, and if you've ever been promoted, even one time, you will not. First of all, it ain't gonna help you at all. But if you've ever been promoted, now if you're a skeeter wing. Like you have no rank at all, you will be given 1% of benefit of the doubt, which is still 0. But if they saw you've been promoted, they already know you're a prudent person. They already know you're smart. You're not dumb. When we gave you a lecture about this, you understood it. How'd you get promoted then?
Right.
Nah.
That's why when you give me them unlawful commands, like don't drop Christian, I'm like, that's an unlawful command, sir. I'm dropping
it. Christian boy, he's ready to defend Josh Allen's honor. All right, let's move on. All right, I'm done. All right. So it's because they don't chew the cud. Right? That's why the swine is unclean. That's the reason. I don't give a crap what anybody else does. They're nasty and they do. Bubba, it says it right here. It's because they don't chew the cud. So these black Hebrew Israelites, all these people that are claiming to be whatever the heck they're claiming to be, they don't chew the cud. And when you explain it what it is, they go, I read the Bible all the time. So now they think the cud is the black letters in the white page, my friend. The scribes and the Pharisees read the scriptures all the time. But if they were chewing the cud, they would understand the meaning. Only those who chew the cud understand the meaning. The black letters on the white page is not the cud. I don't know how many times I got to go over this. There's people like, what do you mean, bro? This is what he gave us to read. No, bro, no. This is what he gave so your eyes can look in the direction of where the word is. But wisdom is going to show you where the cud's at. Wisdom is. That's why when Jesus, it said that he opened the scriptures from Moses through the prophets, he opened the scriptures concerning himself. And it says, and their hearts burned within when he did that. How come the scribes and the Pharisees' hearts didn't burn within when they read the scriptures? Because they were not reading, they were not chewing the cud. They were not eating the thing that was actually there. They were focused on the shadow. They were still focused on the shadow, bro. The black letters in the white page are just as shadowy as everything that they were doing. Don't eat of the swine. That's a shadow of something to come. That's why Jesus called the scribes and the Pharisees, your father is the devil. Why? Because they couldn't see the cud. How can you eat the cud if you can't see it? So it says, that's why it's unclean. 8 says, of their flesh shall ye not eat. Don't eat of their flesh. A swine today is, for instance, a black Hebrew Israelite, an Islamic believer. They tell you not to eat the physical swine, but they are the actual swine that we are being told not to eat from. Why not? Because they don't chew the cud. You understand? Because they don't chew the cud. That's why we don't sit. That's why you're not just supposed to sit there and listen to their dumb words come out of their mouth all day. It makes no sense. But again, a baby in Christ still not understanding this. They still don't fully understand. So they're like, well, if I don't believe them, it's okay. I'm really telling you it's not. I'm sitting here telling you it's not okay. But you think, again, well, but I'm not believing what they say. I mean, bro, like, I don't know. So Eve, listen, guys, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is a swine. There's even a verse that tells us that way, but I don't need a verse. I know, I understand. You understand? I chew the cud. I understand what it's saying. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil is a swine. You're not supposed to eat of it. I don't know when this is going to click. You think because it's called a tree, it's not a swine? Do we got to go over? We got to go over the multiple titles that one thing has. We got to go over that again. He shows us over and over. There'll be one thing and it'll have multiple titles. And there'll be another thing over here and it'll have multiple titles. And then now we act like we don't know. This is what the Bible is referring to when it's like when it talks about them being forgetful. They're being forgetful. I'm explaining the thing. So they when they were leaving Egypt, the Exodus, and it talks about the miracles that were happening, spreading the Red Sea being parted. All these things happening, the big fire that they would follow during the day. I mean, at night, and the cloud during the day. And then they would come to an event where they're being tempted to worry, and they would fall into temptation and they would worry. And then God would say, how have y'all forgotten? Even Moses would say, guys, how do y'all keep forgetting? We go to the disciples with Jesus. He would feed the 5,000. And this thing would happen. And they're like, oh, Lord. And he's like, golly, how are y'all so slow-hearted? Have you forgotten? And I'm trying to show you what is this forgotten thing? And I'm going to show you. Pay attention. I'm going to do this one more time. There's many of them in there. All right, so right now I am talking about Jesus. So Jesus is the root of the thing that I'm trying to describe. What is another title for Jesus in the Bible?
Lamb, Lion of Judah.
What else? Somebody different. Lamb, Lion.
Prince of Peace.
Prince.
Lord of
Lords.
Okay, all right, guys, we could be here all day.
Elohim.
We can be here all day. How is it that you understand that we're talking about one person, and it has many titles? And then when I say, oh, the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is a swine. Oh, hold on, Trot. Whoa. have you forgotten how this works? How? You understand? How do you understand that? But you're not understanding what I'm showing you over here. You understand? It's very important. The swine 100% is us not eating of Satan, not eating of him. We eat of Jesus, right? If you don't eat of me, you'll never have everlasting life. Guys, there's two of everything. So if there's one that gives you everlasting life, is there one that gives you everlasting death?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. If one has many titles, does the other one have many titles?
Yes.
All right. So now
Yes.
we're talking about Satan. So what are the titles of Satan?
Adversary.
Adversary. What else?
Devil.
Great dragon.
Devil, dragon,
Dragon.
The accuser.
the accuser,
Leviathan.
Leviathan. Right. On and on, we can go all day, but you'll never hear them say bad tree. Is Satan a bad tree or not?
Yeah.
A bad tree cannot give good fruit. A good tree cannot give bad fruit. They're both trees. But then when you start saying that in the garden, no. How are you forgetting this? If you know one is a bad tree and one's a good tree, why is it when we go into the garden, now all of a sudden the stories change? Like, what is causing you to forget this? And what I'm telling you is, it's what you've been taught that was wrong. Wrong teaching will always lead to wrong living, but right teaching will lead to right living. And I'm talking about how you're reading the Bible. So at some point, you have to get rid of this comic book story that you have about God, this whole Disneyland, this Disney World. You know, it's cold outside, blanket, reading the Bible. Black old Samson, he was so strong. I bet his muscles were so big. Listen, I love the little dude inside. Okay? I love him to death, but he cannot teach me how to read the Bible. Only the Spirit can. Okay? So the tree, okay? The tree is a swine. Why? Because the root of what this is Satan. It's the root. Just like I said, the root of Christ, and we can go through all the names in the Bible. On the other side, it's Satan. That's the root. So what is it? Bad tree. What else? Swine. Why? He doesn't chew the cud. So if I can call the tree a swine, and you're like, bro, that don't make no sense, bro. Look, that's a tree. Freaking apples, that's a swine. Oink, oink. They're not the same thing, my friend. My friend, you are not going to like me, whoever you are. You're not. You are not going to like me because that's how far behind you are. And you think because what I'm saying, because it's not making sense to you, you think I'm the problem. Instead of realizing your carnal mind is the problem. Your carnal mind, you understand? Your flesh is the problem. Your flesh is. So you have to choose to dig in the word more than you're claiming. You tell all these people, I know the Bible so well. Listen, I can tell when someone, when they say, oh, I know the Bible so well, I can tell when they're referring to the black and white. I can tell. So I'm like, oh, you know the Bible so well. You can't beat them in the trivia. Boy, you sit down in the trivia, you can't beat them. They got every scripture memorized, everything memorized. And they're like, see, you can't miss me. I know the word. Yeah, well, guess what? The word and the cud are the same thing, but the black letters on the white page, my friend, is how you get there because those ain't the same. Not even a little bit. So, all right, so I'm going to go back to 8 and read it. It says, of their flesh, remember, guys, we're at Leviticus 11, verse 8. Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall you not touch. They are unclean to you. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters. Whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, and the rivers, them shall you eat. All right. So remember, the question is, how come we don't see a lot of fish eating in the Old Testament regarding, like angelic beings or God or whatever, but then we see Jesus eat fish in the New Testament. And it's because of this right here. So, all right. So what is a clean fish according to what I just read? All right. I'm sorry.
Scales and fins.
All right. So just to be clear. So let's go back. It says, these shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever hath fins and scales in the waters, in the seas, in the rivers, them shall you eat. Okay. Of the beast of the field, what were the two things that they had to do? We just went over it.
Cloven foot, chew the cud.
Okay, cloven foot, chew the cud. So here we got fish. Excuse me. And the two things is fins and scales. All right, so let's go look those up in Hebrew.
Fins and scales?
Okay, so I can get fins if you want to get scales, Christian, if you're able to.
Hey, just like Jesus told the Pharisees, they were whitewashed tombs, right? What is that? That's a carcass, pretty much.
Yeah.
So look, that's why I've been defending Eve when everybody say, "Oh, God didn't tell her not to touch it. She just came." No, that's a real principle.
Yeah, it's
and
a
it tells you
principle
right here in this law. Don't touch it, a carcass.
Yeah.
Because it's dead.
And
it has
that's
no
why,
life to offer.
Yeah, and that's why Samson is not supposed to come near anything dead. Okay, so when I'm telling you, you're not supposed to hang out around the dead. All right, and I know I'm just gonna put it this way: I don't give a crap what anybody says. I don't care what kind of scholar they are. I don't care. You are not just supposed to hang out with a dead carcass. And you're like, well, I'm not eating from them. Samson for the Nazarite, the oath is not to even come around it. You start studying the Bible in its entirety, you will learn these things. If they are not trying to learn from you, you are casting your pearls to swine. You're around a dead carcass and shouldn't be. Listen, I go over this stuff a lot. I could tell people it still ain't clicking. Listen, it's not about whether you're believing them or not. You shouldn't even be there. The only time you put yourself around a dead carcass is when you're going to bring it alive. And let me tell you this. Y'all hang out with these black Hebrew Israelites. It's the same 5 knuckleheads over and over. How come you ain't brought them alive yet? Huh? Let me hear. Somebody defend yourself. How come you ain't brought one of these knuckleheads alive yet? Anybody know? Does anybody know? Are you still, I don't know why. Does anybody know the answer?
Oh, well, I figure out why I shouldn't. I can do it to you right now.
No, I want to know why. I want to know why. I want to know why they're not brought alive. How come they're still dead?
Because they don't eat the cud.
Because they don't chew the cud, guys. Come on. They don't want it. And something about you is saying, maybe today. Listen. Hoping that someone comes to the Lord is different. That's different. You can hope that they come to the Lord, but them making the decision is all on their own. It's all on their own. You can sit there and throw it at them and you can make yourself believe, I'm planting a seed. My friend, if their heart is stone, how is your seed going in there? I don't understand how many times I got to go over this. If their heart is stone, the fowl of the air is going to come and get it, bro. I don't care how many seeds you throw out there. Not going to happen. All right.
This is why Jesus, when he sent out the 70, he told them, if you go to every city and if they don't accept you, turn around and wipe the dust off.
Bro, I don't know how many more times you just sit around them, hold hands, sing kumbaya, and then try to justify why you're hanging out with them. Listen, I just all you're doing is giving a platform to literally a whitewashed tomb. That's all you're doing. And you put your I mean, there's so many ways I could put it, but you know, you do not need to be around them. If they are not trying to be discipled, why they're lying to you? They're like, well, I'm just trying to learn. I'm just trying to understand. Bro, no, they're not, bro. Like, I don't understand. No, they're not. Why do you think they don't come over here? They're like, no, I'll try. Of course, they're going to lie. Well, you know, he's rude, but they'll say this, but you're nice. See, that's why I like coming over here, because you're nice. Oh, my God. No, I don't take their crap. I'm like, hey, whoa. Are you trying to learn? Or, yeah, I'm trying to learn. Okay, mute your mic. Oh, if they can't talk their crap, their jargon, they're gone, bro. They're not trying to learn. And they'll say, well, you know, he just mean, you know, and you're not smart enough to say, nah, bro, he ain't mean. He calling you out on your lie. You're not trying to learn. Period. You're lying. All right. Let's go. Fins, who got it?
Okay, so Finn, it is H5579, Sin appear, and it just means Finn.
All right, it just means Finn. Does anybody got anything else on Finn? What's the number?
H5579.
5579.
It says from a uncertain derivation.
Yeah, so it's amount, eligibility. Man, there's something I need to say about Finn. Oh, I remember what it is. All right, hold on, let me write it down before I forget. Before I forgetty. All right, who's got scales?
I got it.
I do.
All right. Have at it, Christian.
Has Keseth 7193, meaning scale of fish or water animals, and by reduplication from an unused root, meaning to shale off as bark, a scale of a fish, hence a coat of mail as composed of or covered with jointed plates of metal, male scale.
All right. Okay. Come on, man, stop. It's all right. If I don't find it, we'll move on. I want to be able to find it though, man.
Unknown caller.
Oh, Lord, come on.
I noticed that too, sis. Finn was masculine. It's a masculine noun.
Yep, and scale is a feminine noun.
I do got a question about the whale.
What whale?
In Genesis, it's the only one that Adam didn't name, and then Goodness, what was his name? His name just, I went blank. The one that wound up in the belly of the whale.
What are you talking about? Is the big fish?
Jonah.
The big fish, you
Yeah.
mean? Yeah.
So is that a clean or unclean animal? Because it had fins, but it's smooth.
Okay, so oh man, I don't got time. All right. So let's go to Jonah real quick, guys. We're not digressing. Let's just go to Jonah so we can look at it. Go to Jonah, and let's see how this fish is described. Okay, let's see how it's described, and then you can tell me what you're seeing or whatever.
Okay, so verse 1, then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the fish's belly.
No. Hold on. Go.
It would be prior to that.
Yeah.
maybe.
Go up some. Go to where the first time we hear about this fish, this big fish, and then.
Okay, so it doesn't really describe it.
Well, it does. Okay. So, okay. Then how do we know what it is? Is it a turtle? What swallowed them?
It says, it only says, then the men feared the Lord exceedingly and offered a sacrifice unto the Lord and made vows. Now the Lord had prepared a great fish.
All right. Whoa. So it's called a great fish.
Yes.
Okay, so let's go to great fish, whether it's one word or two, and let's look at what is a great fish. What is this great fish?
Okay, it's two. The word fish is 1709. Dag or
Right.
dog.
Yeah.
Fish.
Right.
That's all it says.
Right, dag. Okay,
then-
now watch. The people of Nineveh worshipped Dagon, the fish god.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So ask yourself this question. How are you so easily forgetting all these other conversations that we're having that you can't determine what this is? How are you so
life in the belly?
No, I know, but listen to what I'm saying. These people worshipped the fish god. What is that?
Leviathan.
Yeah, but what is it?
Satan.
An idol.
It's Satan. Guys, it's Satan. It's Satan.
Okay.
The
You
god of this
understand?
world.
It's Satan. So here we go again. Watch. Look at this. Look. The tree is the swine. No, bro. Apples grow on trees. Swine oink oink bacon. So I'm like, hold on, bro. That fish is Satan. That's why. So again, all these things have to be understood. The belly, there's two bellies. If you don't see that this belly that swallowed him is 100% referring to Jonah's own flesh. 100%. Jesus said, believers in me, out of their belly flow rivers of living water. Rivers of living water. What is the living water that comes out of our mouth? What is it?
The gospel.
The gospel. The gospel.
The word.
The gospel. The gospel, bro. Did not God tell him, go preach the gospel to Nineveh?
He did.
He didn't want to. So
yes.
Okay,
so
his flesh is like, nah, I'm good. I'm not doing that. So now he got into his own belly. Whose belly is that?
That would be Satan's
Okay,
belly.
so all right, so look, when we're speaking the gospel, what belly? Whose belly is that?
The Spirit.
Christ.
It's Christ's belly.
Yes. Okay.
It's one or the other. So listen to my words. How are you so easily forgetful on these things? You need to start asking yourself this question. Am I forgetting something that I already know? Because I'm telling you, that's the issue.
Well, I only had a question because I know the word is planted in the heart and it's rooted, but out of the belly, it is poured out. It's like it either goes through the bowels and like, when you...
No, I know. But what I'm saying is when you're reading a story, if you're saying to yourself, I don't understand. If you're saying that, listen to what I'm telling you to do. Okay, Lord, when you told the disciples, when you told them, how are you so easily forgotten? I'm doing that. And what does the Bible say the Spirit would do? If you can't remember something,
it will remind you to more truth.
It'll bring it to your remembrance.
It'll bring it to your memory. Okay, now watch this. Do you think it's trying to bring to your remembrance a physical thing that's happening in this world? You think that's the focus? That's not the focus. The word, guys, the word, this is what his will is, what he's going to bring to your remembrance. His will, and his will is Christ. So here we have a sea. Jonah gets on a ship. You should know what a ship is. You should know what the sea is. And you should know that in this sea, there are people that need to be pulled out, whether with the net or a hook. And in that sea, you should know that Leviathan is in there. And if that sea is representing the word, and when a man gets in his belly, he gets swallowed and ends up in another's belly. You can either,
you're murmuring.
You're going to use one belly. You're going to use one or the other. So it says that Jonah left Joppa. That word Joppa means beautiful, which is pointing back to pleasant, right? He leaves the presence of God. And where does he go? He goes to the sea. Guys, the sea is what we're supposed to be fishing man out of, which is representing the world, to pull them out of the world, away from Satan, Leviathan, by the way, who has scales. He has scales, right? Ain't that what we're studying? Scales?
Yes.
Okay, so now somebody give me the answer here then with these fish. In here in Leviticus, okay, if Satan has scales and it says we're supposed to eat of scales, ask the Spirit to bring back in remembrance what you clearly are so quickly forgetting. That's why you can't put this together.
What do you mean, Benny? No fins? It doesn't mention fins, but a whale has fins.
Where are you getting the word whale, Jennifer?
Or great fish, my bad.
Where are you getting whale? That's not what it says.
Great fish. Okay.
I'm talking about something else. I'm not. Yeah, you can't.
No, you're.
I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
All right, but we're not. Listen. All right, so. All right, so it says God prepared a great fish and it swallowed Jonah, right?
Yeah.
All right. Now let's get to this fish again. What else is it saying about the fish?
It says, now the Lord had prepared a great fish to swallow up Jonah. And Jonah was in the belly of the fish 3 days and 3 nights. And that's the end of chapter 1 of Jonah.
That's fine. Keep going because he's not spit out yet. Let's get to. I want to get to the next time
chapter
it talks.
2.
All right, let's get to the next time it talks about the fish.
Jonah 2 verse 1. Then Jonah prayed unto the Lord his God out of the belly of fish's belly, and said, I cried by reason of mine affliction unto the Lord, and he heard me. Out of the belly of hell cried I.
All right, now watch. So watch this. So look at all the words again that's given to this one thing. Satan, great fish in the sea. And this belly, he calls it hell, this belly. When you go study all the hells in the Bible, which hell is this? It tells you.
It's a place of torment.
No, what's the name of it? Nope. What's the name of it?
Hell?
No, in Hebrew. What's the word for hell right there?
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to be H7585. The word is Sheol.
Okay, what is Sheol? Read it. What is it? It explains it.
Sheol, underworld, grave, hell, pit, the underworld, Sheol.
Notice that it calls it pit, grave.
Underworld.
Mm-hmm. And there's another hell, place of torment, right?
It says, place of no return without praise of God, wicked.
Okay,
sent
whoa. What? Place of what?
It says, place of no return.
Keep going.
Without praise of God.
Okay, without praise of God. So you're separated from God. You understand?
Yes.
Okay, so there's two main other hells anyway, in the Bible, and one of them is a complete place of torment. You understand?
Yes.
That's not this place. When you get into your belly, you have separated yourself from God, but not the way people will describe it and say, oh, well, you separated yourself from God. Now you're going to the other hell. No. Again, when you understand spirit, soul, and body, when you understand this, you'll understand that your soul came into agreement with the flesh. And when your soul comes into agreement with the flesh, you're in your belly. But that belly is not God's belly. That's not the belly of living water. When your soul comes into agreement with your spirit, that's when you will minister the gospel. But right now, it said he left Joppa with that which is beautiful. That's the presence of God. So what you do is you picture the soul is not in agreement with the spirit. The soul is in agreement with the flesh. I ain't ministering to those people. So he got in his belly, and because he got in his belly, he got in the belly. Now, in real life, did Jonah really get swallowed by a big fish? Yes. But what this fish is representing, it's the Leviathan, the fish god that these people are worshiping, the god of, quote unquote, this world, meaning the sea. You understand? They worship the god of the sea, the god of the world. All right, so how else is it described as fish? Let's try not to read the whole thing. Just get straight to the fish. Somebody help her out. We got to hurry up because we got to hurry up. We got to get this done.
Okay, so it says, and the Lord spake unto the fish, and it vomited out Jonah upon the dry land.
All right, now let's go to that word spoke. And the Lord spoke into the fish. Let's go look at that word spoke. And if it's not that word, I don't got time to look at the rest of them. I'm hoping that this is the one. If it's fine. All the details. We're really talking about scales. But,
okay. To say, speak, utter, to say, to answer, to say in one's heart, to think, to command, to promise, to intend.
All right. So to command, to speak. So God spoke. He spoke, period. Okay. All right. You know what? Let me just not do that. Obviously, God spoke and then he spoke. Okay. So what else does it say about the fish?
That was the end of the chapter.
Okay. So all we know is it was a great fish. And that word great, did we go over the word great?
No. Let me get back to it. Sorry. The word great is 1419. The word is gadol, and it means great, large, in number, in intensity, loud, old, and in importance.
Okay, so the reason we went over great fish, the reason that we went over that is because to see if it's explaining like how this fish looks. It's not, right?
No.
Okay, so when we go to fish, what did it say? Or did we already look up fish?
Yeah, we did.
Okay. When you go into the root word of like this word fish, it literally means like squiggling, like the fish out of the water flopping. Like it's weird the way that this word is. Okay, so now where are we getting the idea, Jennifer, that this is a whale or there's fins?
I guess it's the kindergarten.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's a whale. It's a whale. It's not what it says. So what we do know is how the Bible says that there's a certain sea that's not going to be it's not in Revelation. It's not going to be there. Then you got the nets and hooks. There are certain fish that you're catching with nets, and other ones are pulled out by hooks. There's reasoning behind that too. And then you have the two bellies. All these things have to be understood so you can understand what is happening in this story. He's not just simply getting swallowed up by a fish. Again, shadow, that's exactly what's happening. Shadow. But today, what is that talking about today? Today, it's talking about that we need to understand that we are spirit, soul, and body. And when your soul comes into agreement with either one of them, 2 will outnumber 3 every time. Every time. When you come into agreement with your flesh, you're in your belly. That's talking about the flesh, carnality. But when you come into agreement with the spirit, you're in that living water belly and you'll minister to people. And Jonah didn't want to minister to people, so he got in his other belly. But that other belly is controlled by the great fish, Leviathan. Okay? And we know about the Leviathan. We know that it has scales. It tells us in Job. It tells us. This is a fish god. That's what it is. Okay? Obviously, it's not something easily seen with your physical eye, but if anyone claims they care so much about God, how are you not understanding this? How? Maybe you're not reading the Bible the way you think you need to be reading it. It is not just black letters on a white page. There's more to this Bible that meets the physical eye. And for people to be so lazy that they'll attack someone else, no, it doesn't say that. No, my friend, all you're doing is showing how lazy you are. That's it. And you know it. You know, it's funny. Anytime I call someone lazy, I said, you're lazy. You don't read it. You don't read it. You don't dive into the Bible. You're lazy. You don't do that. They know deep down that I'm saying, first of all, I already know I'm right. That's why I'm saying it. I'm not trying to be mean. It's the proof is in the pudding. How do you not understand this? You know, it's funny. Someone brings up a scaled fish, and I've been talking for over an hour about swine, trees, and I guarantee you there's a handful of people in here that still are like, well, how come we're just not getting to the scaled fish? And I'm trying to show you because that's what you do. When you go read the Bible, you just try to hurry up and come up with an answer. And I just showed you that the Spirit has to bring first remembrance of things that it's been teaching you so you can slowly get there. But you're trying to microwave it and you think you're just going to read it real fast. Man, I don't really understand. Or, well, I don't know. Don't say nothing about, I don't know how you think that's the Leviathan. Don't say nothing about scales or fins. Or whatever, it don't say any of that. None of that's there. Oh, man. How are you so quickly forgotten what the Spirit has shown you? So I went through all of that to bring back remembrance. Listen, when Elijah called fire from heaven to come get the sacrifice, why did he get all the people involved? Does anybody know?
Ask one more time.
When he was fighting the prophets of Baal, they were having this competition, the showdown. Why did Elisha get all the people involved to make the altar?
to combat their unbelief.
Well, to bring back to remembrance. You understand? He was trying to show them something that they've forgotten. If they wouldn't have forgotten this, they wouldn't be with the prophets of Baal. So he's showing them. He's showing them one thing at a time. Go get the water. And it was 12 barrels. They did it 3 times. Right? 4, 8, 12. He did it in 3 measures. He did all this stuff over and over right in front of them. And when they all started remembering what all this stuff meant, they were in one accord. And because they were in one accord, the fire came down. Because they were in one accord, right? Which is happening right now. So I went back and I showed you stuff we've already talked about, stuff you've already been shown. But then we get somewhere else in the Bible and it's like, I don't know what this is. And I'm like, you don't know? Let me remind you again. So I go over all of this. So now we get to the scales, just so you can remember what the ocean is, why Jonah got swallowed up, quote unquote, by a big fish, because I'm showing you what the fish is, why the Leviathan has scales, why Jesus saying you need to eat of me. But over here in Leviticus, it's talking about eating. And now we're at the fish. So what does it say about the fish in Leviticus right here? Nine. These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales. So the swine is, they have to be cloven-footed and they chew the cud. 2 things. Cloven-footed, chew the cud. Hey, but the fish have to have fins and scales. So I think if I was to ask y'all like what the scales were, I think most people would kind of figure that out. But does anybody, let me go back to the swine real quick. We know the cud is chewing the word. What is the cloven-footed? What is that?
The cloven foot would be rightfully dividing the word of God.
Right, rightfully dividing the word. Right? That's why a cloven tongue of fire was put on the heads of the disciples in the upper room in Mount Zion, so they can rightly divide. That's why spirit, soul, and body is so important. You have to be able to rightly divide the 2 bellies. And it's not rightly dividing the word is not just pointing out how well you present it to someone else. No, it's when you're reading it, you can tell which belly is what, which water is what, which fish is what, which tree or swine is what. When you're reading about the donkeys, which one is what. You can rightly divide what's going on in the Bible. Rightly divide shadow from actual. Not it was a shadow, it's still a shadow. No. He said don't eat pork, so you don't eat pork, right? Shadow to shadow. They're not rightly dividing. How do I know? First of all, that's not true. But why isn't it true? Because they're not chewing the cud. They're not chewing the cud. So a swine could be cloven, right? Let's say someone can point out what's good and bad. Let's say they can do that. They'll say, do you still sin? Notice how they can point out what's good and bad, right? Spirit and flesh, good and bad. But because they don't chew the cud, you can't eat from them, because that's all they see is good and evil. Good and evil, good and evil. That's all they see. But if they chewed the cud, it wouldn't just be good and evil. Even though you can tell what's good and evil, you would minister to people and you wouldn't be focused on good and evil. You would minister to them. Jonah was focusing on good and evil. Go minister to the people in Nineveh. Nah, I don't like them people. I'm not going to do that. I don't like them people. Right? So that was a shadow. What was a shadow, Leslie? Exactly. Okay. So, all right. So you got scales, or let's just go ahead and do the scales. What is that? It says, so does it say to eat from ones that do have scales or not?
Yes, you can.
All right, so you eat the ones that do have scales. All right, so somebody help me make sense of this. So we can eat of Leviathan now? Because it says you can eat of the scales.
No.
So we know that's true. We're not supposed to eat of him. So then what does this mean? Eat of the fish that have scales. You so quickly forgotten? Think about what I might bring up.
Scales on Paul's eyes.
Yeah.
Okay, that is true, but this is what we're talking about though is Leviathan has scales. And this is saying that we can eat those that have scales. So we're supposed to eat from Leviathan. Listen, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, the swine, the scales of the Leviathan, those are all the same thing. And this says, hold on. This says that we can eat if it has scales. So we can eat from Leviathan. So we know that the answer is, well, no, we can't eat from the Leviathan. Then I need someone to help me understand. How come we can eat the fish that have scales here, but we can't eat the Leviathan?
You say he had fins?
He's sealed.
Do what? He's sealed?
Right?
Does it say he has fins?
Okay, so, all right, so so it doesn't say he has fins, so that's why we can't eat of it. But why is that? So I'm going to use the swine as an example again. It has a so let's just listen. They don't mean the same thing, so don't do that. Let's just listen to what I'm saying. But let's say the scales was the cloven-footed. So they have one thing, but it doesn't have fins. Okay, I understand, but I'm going to use the swine. So I understand that it's cloven-footed. I get that. Right and wrong, black and white, black and white. Do you still sin? Sin is bad. Okay, I get that small part, but it says it doesn't chew the cud. I can explain what chew the cud is. It doesn't eat the word. I need these both explained to me.
Well, the scales of the whatever that word is, his scales can't be removed.
What do you mean? You need to elaborate.
Well, it says air can't even penetrate the scales. So he's sealed. He's kind of like when we receive the Holy Spirit.
Okay, that's close. That's close, but you're way out here. I need you to come closer to what the most correct answer. Okay? I need the most correct answer. You're not wrong on what you're saying, but I need you to bring it closer here. Because they both got to be. Here's my question. If it says that we can eat fish that have scales, why can I not eat Leviathan? He's got scales. Now, Benny says, well, he doesn't have a fin. Okay, that's fine. But what is the scale? Notice that when I'm talking about the swine, I can tell you what the cloven-footed is and what the cut is. So what is the scales and what is the fin?
So to me, the scales represent like the armor of God or the shield of faith, and the fins represent the guide you into all truth. It's like the rudder of the ship or the tongue. That's how I'm looking at it. Like it's a guide that guides you.
Okay, so yeah, so the fin is representing like I'll just call it an antenna. Okay, I'm going to call it discernment right now. That's what I'm going to call it. That's not exactly what it is. I'm just going to use that so you can understand it. It's pointing to something that is true. But the scales, guys, is a covering. You understand? The scales.
So it's blindness.
Yes. Okay. But remember, there's two fish. One has scales and one doesn't. You understand? So when it says only eat the ones that do have scales, so that means there's fish that don't have scales, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what are the two fish in the sea? What are the
great fish?
No, not the root. The two fish. Jesus said,
the
"I'm going to."
Believers and the unbelievers.
What?
The believers and the unbelievers.
The believer,
the covered and the uncovered.
right? The covered and the uncovered. So watch this. Okay, but why is a believer? Why would I say it? Why would I say, oh, with this, you can eat of this one because they're covered, but yet it's covered with scales? It goes back to the two reasonings. One has scales and fins, just like the swine. Just like the swine. It has to have both. So the Leviathan, it has scales. It doesn't have fins. It has to have both. But we can eat of these that are in the sea because it's representing those that have both scales and fin. And we don't eat from the uncovered. You understand? If they're not uncovered, give me a different word that we've already been talking about. A fish is people, right? Let's just be clear. Fish is people here, okay? Yes?
Yes.
All right. So give me another way to tell someone that they cannot eat from a naked fish.
Because naked is shame.
I'm not asking you what naked is. Give me a different way of saying you cannot eat of that person without using fish.
Don't eat the fruit it produces.
Okay, don't eat the fruit. What else? Jennifer, think about what else? How else can you explain not to eat of this person?
Well, unbeliever is desolate and dry. They have no substance. So there's nothing
Use an
to
animal.
take.
Use an animal. Use an animal.
An animal, well, the beast of the field.
No. We just got through talking about the animal. You see how quickly? You're not alone. There's a lot of people here scratching their heads, but I'm trying to show you, for some reason, you so quickly forget. We literally just got through talking about it.
Leviathan.
No, that's the same thing. I'm said a different animal, not a fish.
The swine or something.
The swine
would be an
the
owl.
Swine.
Okay.
The
So
swine.
an owl.
Hold on. Jennifer, how is the swine not the first thing that comes to mind? We didn't even talk about an owl.
Well, we already talked.
It don't matter. 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 No. It don't matter.
Everything.
No, it don't matter. No. There's a reason that I keep bringing up the swine, because it is the naked fish. It's the bad tree. It's the bad tree, the swine, the naked fish. It's the same thing. I don't care that it's called a fish, tree, or a swine. Again, we go back to Jesus. I don't care that it says that he's the lion and the lamb. It's still talking about Jesus.
Yes. Okay.
All right. So the fish that we can eat from are each other. We're covered. But the scales that are on Leviathan are scales of pride. That we're not covered with scales of pride. Listen, if Jesus became the snake, he became the scale. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
If he became the serpent, which was sin, then he became the scales. That's what he became. But the covering.
Yeah, he became the cover.
He became the covering. All right, so we're no longer naked and ashamed. We're covered. So you can eat from the scaled fish, not because it's representing Leviathan, but it's because it's representing a fish that was covered. So all the other fish in the sea that are not covered, you can't eat of them until they get covered.
Yes, I get it.
Get it?
It's clicking. I'm catching what you're throwing out, bro.
Yeah, no, it's all good, bro. Trust me, it's all good. It's all good. It's the flesh.
Yeah, when it talks about his scales, it says not even air can penetrate.
Yeah.
That reminds me of what you always talk about, the seal, the paraffin. The seal, can't nothing penetrate it, can't nothing escape it.
Nope, nothing.
So, that's, I'm looking at it like that too. But when I think about the armor of God or the shield of faith, the shield, Look, I think about those scales.
Well,
you
but
know what I mean?
hold on. But again, that's why I was saying a lot of stuff y'all are saying is right, but I need the root. The root is what helps you see everything else. You have to have the root. So the covering of Christ, bro, that is the armor of God. That's all those things.
Right. That's the bottom line.
That's the bottom line. But I'm trying to get to the root of what all those things are. The root is the covering of Christ. That's the armor of God, the covering, which is what? Which is, as a shadow, the high priest coverings, right? I understand the high priest coverings. That is the armor of God. That's what Paul was able to say. Wait a minute, put on the armor of God, right? He understood the shadow. He understood the shadow. Right. So, guys, just remember, look, anytime you're trying to call down the fire of God so people's hearts can burn within, if you do not get them to help you build the altar, there ain't gonna be no fire. Y'all hear me?
Yes.
Ooh, you cooking, boy.
But I'm saying, you understand
So
why?
basically, we need to cause Pentecost to come again.
You need a what?
Pentecost. When the, yeah, never mind.
No, that's fair. I get it. But I'm just saying that's why I brought up Elijah. I'm trying to show you that when Elijah, he got all the people to get involved. He got them to get involved. He's showing them something that they already know is true. So, hey, Trot, what's going on with them, with the, swine or the fish? Oh, let's go back over here. Why are we going over there? Because I'm trying to bring back something I already know you know. I already know you know this. And then once all that could be seen, then I'm a ba-bam. And it's like, oh, yeah. Now there's no refuting it because I brought all these other truths. So when you look at when Elijah's like, all right, guys, check it out. Everybody gather around. And they're probably like, man, it's so far. Listen, guys, hey, go get the stone of Judah. Go get the stone of Benjamin. Go get the stone, right? All the 12 stones. They already know this stuff. These people already know this. And he gets them to bring these 12 stones that's going to make the going back to the foundation of what God is, this whole truth. And he's like, hey, check it out. Take these 4 barrels and fill them up with water. So he does it in 3 measures, 12, 4, 4, and 4, which is 12. He gets everything wet, which is what? The dew of heaven. These people have been hearing these stories their entire life. So when he was done, he said, okay, Lord, they're all here now. I don't know if y'all heard, I'm not going to play it. Don't worry. I know there's people who don't like music. But if y'all heard the new rock song, I put Just Men. That's the name of it. Just Men. And the story is behind Elisha and the prophets. That's the story behind it. Right. But if you haven't heard it, I usually play it. I'll play, you know what? I'll play it and I'm going to go ahead and shut down. But hey, does anybody need anything? Got anything? What's up? Anybody?
Nah, that was good, bro. That was good.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I'm going to play that bad boy. This right here is talking about the Elisha and the prophets of Baal.
Elijah's challenge to the prophets of Baal. It's one man of God to 40, 50, who are just men, he must not fail. For the sake of the people, he must prevail. Hear me, Lord, the altar has been built in one accord, which is the strength of your sword. The first offering you pass, but the second will do. Hear me, Lord, so they will know.
Unknown caller.
Turn their heart back again from being just men. The first offering was of the flesh of Hagar, not the promise by far. As it was the promise, the shadow of Christ, whose offering was pleasing to the Lord. This is how I was restored, how I was made new. Now I bring
Yeah. So, right. So he put the altar together. You understand, right? Put the altar together. They all started believing, right? No longer just man, but just man. Get it? No longer just man, but just now they are just man. Yeah. All right, guys. If nobody has anything, man, we're out of here. We're done. We will see y'all in the morning. I'm not really sure what time, to be honest with you. But man, people are. I mean, it's like a war zone out there. Like the freeze is coming. It's pretty nuts, man. I just saw Eric. You in here? Eric Montoya, you're in here, bro. Y'all prepared for that cold weather or what? Yeah, that's right. Tammy, justified in Christ. It's going to be 46 with wind chill. Oh, negative 46. Nah, man, it's probably going to be, I don't know. It might get to 15 or something. I don't think it's going to get to negative. Connie would say, let's talk about Jeremiah. Okay, one day, Connie. One day. Connie, you come up here and I'll write the, no, here. Negative 46. Lord have mercy. All right, God bless, guys. We'll see y'all in the morning.